Welcome to Busan FM News at 10. I'm Esther Seo. A senior police officer was indicted Saturday on charges of writing a presidential document claiming a formal aide to President Park Geun-hye tried to exert undue influence on state affairs, prosecutors said. Superintendent Park Kwan-cheon is suspected of authoring and leaking presidential documents spanning more than 100 pages, including one that said Chung Eun-hye, who was President Park's advisor before she was elected, pulled strings to try and replace the president's current chief of staff Kim Gi-chun. Seoul Central Prosecutor's Office suspects that Park made false accusations against Chung and copied the documents and kept them in his office after leaving the presidential office Cheongwade. Some of the presidential documents hidden in Park's office were leaked to the local daily Seoul Times, according to the prosecutors. Charges against Park include leaking confidential information, violating the law governing presidential documents, hiding official documents, and making false accusations. The English language version of a book containing testimonies by South Korean victims of Japan's wartime sex slavery will be distributed in the United States, a committee that deals with the issue said Sunday. The English edition of the book titled Can You Hear Us? The Untold Narratives of Comfort Women was published on December 31st and will be distributed to libraries and Korean communities in the U.S., according to the committee operating under the Prime Minister's office to uncover related facts. The Korean language version was published in February 2013. The book contains vivid testimonies of 12 South Korean victims who were coerced into sex servitude, as well as accounts of human rights activists who advocated these women's cause. It is timely that the victims' vivid accounts are being published in English at a time when Japan is eager to deny its wartime history, an official on the committee said. As the U.S. exerts a huge influence in Japan, it is important to raise awareness about the issue in the U.S. Japan denies state involvement in sexually enslaving the women, mostly Koreans, for its frontline troops during World War II. Historians estimate the number of such sex slaves at about 200,000. In local news, the families of sailors from the 501 Oryeong ship that sank off the Bering Sea in Russia last month held a rally in front of the headquarters building of Sajo Industries in Seoul today. The family said it will hold protests to condemn an insincere attitude of the shipping company and visit the Foreign Office to ask whether there has been an effort to expand the search and rescue mission or not. Sajo and the families of victims have held negotiations on compensation, but the negotiation with little success. A private guest house village for local people will be built around Choryongdong in Busan Donggu, which has been remodeled under the Sambok Road Renaissance project. Busan Donggu office is considering a plan to allocate the space to accommodate local guests and hold a seminar and events to remodel 50 vacant houses in the area to provide private rental room service for local guests, according to the revised enforcement ordinance of the Tourism Promotion Act. International news. A fugitive member of Greece's November 17 group rearrested on Saturday after being on the run since January 2014 appeared before a prosecutor on Sunday. His lawyer later issued a statement saying Syros felt that as collaborators of the system, authorities were unqualified to take his plea. Syros, 56, was serving 6 life terms for his role in the Marxist militant group which killed 23 people, including Greek politicians, businessmen, and British American and Turkish diplomats and military officials from 1975 to 2000. He vanished while on prison leave on January 7, 2014, and weeks later released a video criticizing the handling of Greece's financial crisis, threatening politicians and journalists and vowing further attacks. Greek authorities say Syros was planning a major operation against an Athens prison in order to free other convicted militants. And now for the weather. It is going to be mostly sunny in Busan, Ulsan, and Gyeongnam this morning, but it will start to get cloudy and rainy throughout the afternoon. Dry weather warning has been issued in Busan, Ulsan, and some parts of Gyeongnam, so residents should take precautions on fire prevention. The fine dust concentration levels are normal. Waves will rise from 0.5 to 2 meters in the seas. The daytime high in Busan will be 15 degrees Celsius. It is currently 6 degrees here in Busan. That's all for this hour's news, and thank you for joining us. Now you're listening to Busan EFM.